Hi, this is Bill Horde. I want to talk about Google Books and how you might use it when you're doing research. I've opened my browser, I've done a Google search, and I searched for Google Books. These are the results. Google Books is the first thing, so I'm going to click on that. Here's the search box for Google Books. Notice it gives you a list of books that you might be interested in, sort of some suggestions to give you a sense of what's in Google Books. I'm going to do a search. I'm going to do a search for online gaming. So I'm looking for books that have this as keywords, that have the title. In other words, it's a keyword search for online gaming within Google Books. And there are ads, just like you'd find in Google. You can limit your search on the left to preview or full view. Let's talk about what that is. Some of the books will have preview. That means you can read a limited number of pages from the book, not all the pages. Some books will have no preview. That means you can't see any of the book. They have another option, which is snippet view, where you can see very small parts of the book, but really nothing that's very helpful. Full view, on the other hand, would be books generally in the public domain or for some other reason that are made available completely online within Google Books. And those you could read the entire book, print it out, download it, and so forth. Let's look through some of these. I think the most useful books probably will be the preview books. So here's one, Innovation Strategy in Online Games. I'm going to click on the preview for that. And here we are in the book. As you can see, I can scroll, that's chapter 5. I can scroll through the book. I can try to anyway. I can scroll through the book. There's a contents link here. It shows only chapter 5 is online for full reading. I can also search within the book. So immersion is an important concept in online gaming and virtual worlds. Click go, and it tells me that immersion shows up on these pages. So for instance, on page 29, that looks good. And there's the text from those pages. Again, I can read it online. I can hard for me to copy it, paste it. I can set a link to come back to it. So that's one very quick view of Google Books. I do want to show in the library catalog. Now I've done a search here. This is the HCC library catalog. As you can see, you recognize that. I've done a search for a book with the title History of Literary Criticism. Now this is a book that I actually helped a student who was trying to find this. Notice she was at Stafford, and unfortunately the Stafford copy is missing. We don't know where it is. The West Loop copy is checked out. She was trying to find something in this book about neoclassicism or romanticism. Now you'll notice over on the right there is a link to Google Preview. So if we click on that link to Google Preview, it opens up within Google Books the preview of this book. And we can search. So if, as that student was, we were looking for something on neoclassicism, hit enter, does the search, says there are 19 instances. There's a reference to neoclassicism. I can navigate. There's another use of the word neoclassicism. And then, bingo, here's a whole chapter on neoclassical literary criticism and a definition of neoclassicism. So it's quite interesting and quite useful, I think. So this would help a lot if the student were trying to get information about neoclassicism and romanticism. And she found it through the library catalog, looking at the Google Preview link. So that gives you a sense of how you could use Google Preview to access books that are not available at all through the library catalog, or that are not available for some other reason, such as they're missing or they're already checked out.